Good morning. Good morning. Happy Friday. Glad to be back with you guys. How's everyone doing? Just good morning. Good morning. Hey, y'all. I did not do my regular French press this morning. So, yes, you hear the Keurig in the background. So let's see if we can get this. Okay. Y'all know the camera, the new camera. At least it's not falling down yet. I actually, true, true, true. I actually have like, what do you call that? Super heavy tape back there to just keep it from falling, I think. Hey, good morning, Apari. Good morning, S. Malone. Super excited about meeting you tomorrow in Atlanta. You guys know I'm doing coffee in Atlanta tomorrow. So we do have a few seats left. If you have not RSVP'd, you better hit me up in the DMs very, very soon. I know. Okay, I know the hair. That's not even what the topic is this morning, y'all. So, I do answer. I know, yes, ATL, good morning. So I do answer the social media comments. Like I do. Sometimes it takes me a while to get to all of them, but I do answer them. And so someone asked me, like, why are you wearing your ponytail all the time? Your hair doesn't show. And I was just very honest with her. It's easy. It's easy. It travels well because I don't have to worry about humidity. I can wake up. I'm still fixing my coffee, so I gotta get my spoon out. I can wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning and do my hair and makeup because if I have a 6 o'clock flight, I am waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning, and do that ponytail, and she is still going to be behaving and looking exactly the way she looked at 4 o'clock in the morning. She's going to look the same way at 4 p.m. And so the ponytail is dependable. The twist out, a lot of factors. And it's always humidity. It's the humidity. Y'all, like, I could leave home like this. Or, sometimes if I'm traveling and I'll do the twist out, I'll take it apart, but I'll put it in a ponytail, right? To just kind of rein it in. But I still don't know what it's going to look like by the end of the day. And I just don't want it to be like all wild when I'm trying to have like a real business meeting. So anyway, I'm glad y'all like it. I don't know what it's going to look like tomorrow for Atlanta. I don't know if I'm going back to the ponytail or if I'm going to take a chance. If I'm going to take a chance with the ATL's humidity. I don't know. We'll know in the morning when I wake up. How are y'all doing? Can y'all believe Memorial Day weekend is next week? And that's just crazy. She said, we understand. I know. That humidity. Good morning, Vivian. Carolyn, good morning, everybody. Good morning, Carrie. You're from the ATL. Girl, we're doing Coffee with Angel in Atlanta tomorrow. So if you want to join me, there are still some seats available. Just hit me in the DMs. You can email me at angel@maison276.com. We would be happy to have you. Good morning. Good morning. And how y'all doing over there on Instagram? Yaya Roth and Nidella, LB1001. Thank you guys so much for hopping on. Yes, I have my hair out today. Tomorrow, I don't know. Hey, Cecilia, how you doing? Oh my goodness. I was in Florida, Cecilia. I've been traveling so much I can't. I was in Florida last Wednesday. Yeah, I was. I was in Jacksonville for a meeting. And then I went to the Women's Presidents Conference in San Antonio, and that was amazing. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Don't change it. I'm glad you're doing well. Awesome, awesome. Thanks for hopping on and joining me for Coffee with Angel. So, because we're almost in the throes of summer, like we can talk about whatever y'all want to talk about. Sometimes I have a topic, sometimes I don't, but y'all always drive the conversation. It's humid, hot, but happy in Atlanta. Okay. See, she told me it's humid. I was gonna check my Apple phone app anyway to see what that humidity was doing. It might start like this, and by the end of the day, because I have coffee with Angel midday. We're gonna start at 11:30, and then I'm hitting up the Walmart stores in Atlanta. I tell y'all all the time, sometimes you might find me in the aisles for real or hitting up some Atlanta Walmart stores. And then we have another event at the Mercedes Benz Stadium. That sounds weird saying it because the New Orleans Superdome used to be the Mercedes Benz, but we're not going to get into the New Orleans Atlanta thing this morning. It's all love. It's all love. So yes, so that's why I was just like, I don't know what I'm going to do with the hair tomorrow, but anyway, I'm glad y'all like it. So getting ready for summer. Do you guys? So I will tell you, I switch up my beauty routine, not the hair in terms of the products that I use, obviously, but the makeup. Like I do different stuff. Like so this morning I have on what I call my summer makeup because it's very, very light products. There's sunscreen involved. Typically, we're just not out that much in the winter, unless you live someplace like Florida, right? Where you use sunscreen all the time. But a lot of us, frankly, and I'll be honest, I fall into that category. I really don't think about sunscreen until the weather gets warmer. But the truth is that we need to protect ourselves from the sun all the time, honestly. But, since the first summer holiday is coming up next weekend, I thought I would remind us of all the ways we need to be protecting ourselves from the sun. And you need the sun, you need the sunscreen, even if you're not going to the beach, right? We just know so much more. So we just need to be wise and use that information. So let's talk about summer protection. So I'm going to type in, how are you protecting your hair, face, and skin during the summer months? Because this here, can you believe it? I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I cannot. The year is just flying by. So yeah, how are you protecting your hair? So I want to know some tips, and then I'm going to share with you guys. See how I'm inside and there's no humidity. So first, we're going to start head to toe. First with hair. So one of the most frequent questions I get about the Maison 276 3-step system is how often should you use the Clarify, which is the brightener. And my question is, use it as much as you need it. As you can see, I have a lot of white hair, and so I do use it all the time, every time I shampoo and condition. So I use the 3 steps all the time. But if you don't have as much white hair as I do, then you don't have to. If you're fully blonde, most blondes, because those brassy overtones, they sneak up on you real fast. You need to use the Clarify almost as often as I do, but it is definitely a product that you can use on an as needed basis. Now during the summer, because we're out so much, if you swim, if you're out in your garden, if you play golf or tennis or any type of outdoor sport, your hair is going to, you got to be careful because the sun can burn your hair. And I know, the easy thing to be, wear a cap, wear a scarf, but sometimes we don't want to do that. First of all, it's hot. And when you cover your head, it just locks that heat in. And depending on how much hair you have, then you start perspiring. So before you know it, your hair is drenching wet because you've locked in all that heat. So that's one reason a lot of people don't want to wear a hat or a scarf all the time. And frankly, sometimes it just doesn't go with your outfit. Let's just put it out there. And so you may get those overtones. My hair burns very easily. And I'm going to be playing golf. Well, I'm going to be going to a golf tournament in a few weeks because I can't use the play and golf. I should have put in the same sentence, but like I know, my hair is going to be exposed to the sun for a good 4 straight hours. So, I can either wear a visor isn't going to help, right? Because the top of my hair. So I'm either going to wear a baseball cap or understand that as soon as I get home, I'm going to be using that Clarify because the sun is going to dull my hair. So you got to be very careful. But during those times when I know my hair is going to be exposed and I don't want to wear a cap, let's just say at the beach, what I will do at the beach, sitting at the pool or whatever, I will put, oh, I got it upside down, the Restore Conditioner. I will put that on the top of my hair because it really acts as kind of like a protector. It protects my hair also from the chlorine if I happen to get in the pool or whatever is in the beach water. So I always do that if I'm going to get in a pool or if I'm at the beach. So those are just some tips to protect your hair. Now, let's see what y'all are talking about. Okay, Cecilia says she uses the Neutrogena 45 sunscreen and a big floppy hat in the garden. Yes, when I'm in the garden and I don't spend nearly as much time as I used to, not miss it. But anyway, I will either wear a hat. Yeah, you're right. I have a big floppy hat that I only wear in the garden. That's so true. I'll wear, and I also wear long sleeves. Like I have a long sleeve cotton shirt, a couple of them, and they're super old and tattered, but I use them specifically for when I'm in the garden so that my arms are covered. So even though it's hot outside, because it's white and it's cotton, then it does keep me cool. So those are just tips, because we don't have to, necessarily, just be, with our eyes out, but, there are things that we do need to do to protect our skin. Protective style. Ain't nobody got time. Thank you, sis. I appreciate you. Y'all know we go on tangents here on Coffee with Angel. We go on tangents, but I appreciate you. Yes, yes. The ponytail, I know. And I got some more blogs on protective styles coming up. Yep. So, Cecilia says she uses the Neutrogena, and I have some products that I'm going to share with you. But the key about sunscreen is just use it. Like there are literally 1,000 different types of products. So if you don't like one, if one leaves like that white overcast, honey, there are hundreds more. The key is to just use it. That is the most important thing. Good morning, y'all. Good morning, curated by Kelly Michelle. How are y'all doing over on Instagram? Thanks for joining us. If you're just hopping on, we're talking about protecting our hair, our face, and our skin for the summer. Memorial Day is next weekend, the first summer holiday. We're going to be outside, but we need to protect ourselves. She said she wished she could wear a floppy hat. Well, Cecilia and I, let's be clear, we wear the floppy hat in the garden. Like nobody's really seeing us there. That's when we wear the floppy hat in the garden. Thank you. I appreciate it. Good morning, Veronica. So on sunscreen, just use something. Now, the great thing is that makeup, color cosmetics has really elevated their game in the area of, right, Cecilia, nowhere but in the garden, has really elevated their game in the area of adding sunscreen to products, and it still looks good and it still gives you coverage. So here I'm going to share some oldies, and then I have a new product. So Make It Matte by Black Girl Sunscreen. I have been using this probably for about 3 years in the summer as a primer under my makeup. It's clear. I'm gonna put it on my hand so you can see it. It's clear. It dries, and so you can't even see it. And it works so well as a primer. And it when I put my foundation on, it doesn't feel any different. Now the camera's moving again. It doesn't feel any different than, what I would say is my regular primer. But highly, highly recommend. It doesn't have any kind of fragrance or anything like that. And you can't even see it. See, you can't even tell I put it on. So I highly recommend this. This is an option. And then for the rest of the body, this is another Black Girl sunscreen product. Now, this one is white, like the typical, not typical. Yeah, a lot of sunscreens do have that kind of white. I think I forgot what the ingredient is, but it also pretty much, it absorbs pretty quickly into your skin. So there's nothing there, and it's not heavy. It just feels like you have lotion on. It's really good. It does have a light fragrance, but it's not like overwhelming. And the SPF protection on this is 50. It's a broad spectrum, and it is water resistant for up to 80 minutes. So you can hop in and out of the pool, jacuzzi, hot tub, beach, whatever, and you still have a good hour and a half before you need to reapply it. So those are two of my oldie but goodies. However, Laura Geller makes a foundation that is SPF 50 plus. And I wore this yesterday for the first time. Very, very good coverage. You can either wear it with a primer that's a sunscreen, so now you got dual protection. When I wore it, I put it under just my regular Laura Geller primer, and I'm going to be doing a tutorial on some of the Laura Geller products. They sent me over some amazing products that I really love, and they're very, very lightweight. That's what I love about them so much. Right now, what I have on is the baked, balance, and brighten, and toffee. So you know how you see these I've seen these for years, and I really didn't know how they worked. And I just didn't think it would provide coverage. I'm not sure why. Maybe because it's a powder. But when Laura Geller sent it, I started using this. And so, like I said, that's what I have on right now. I have full coverage as though it were like some super thick foundation. And I put it on with this kabuki. Am I saying it right? Kabuki brush. Y'all, it's so good. And it's so light. Like this is going to be my go-to for summer. Absolutely. Between that and this one, they're both a type of foundation. So either this one on top of my sunscreen primer, or this one, because it's also, even though it's a liquid, it's super, super light. So I just hit you up with what I'm using for the face and the body and the hair. And all of those, I'm super excited about them. Let's see, what are you guys using? I'm changing my setting spray to mattifying to combat my oily skin. Oh yeah, that's true. Yep. Absolutely. And that's why I like the Make It Matte, because I have combination skin, right? And that's what drew me to this, and that's why I was showing it to you on my hand so you can see how easily it absorbed into my skin. That is exactly why, because the heat, I mean, you're just going to be glistening out there. Some of us call it a glow, but okay. So the mattifying product, yeah, anything that's mattifying, especially in the summer, for sure. Denise, the zinc, yes. I had a brain freeze. I couldn't think about what was making all the sunscreens that white. The thing that makes it white is the zinc. And some people like it because it has a lot of protection. Some people don't like it because it has that white cast. I don't care what kind of sunscreen you use. I'm just sharing what I have. I just want you to use sunscreen. That's what I want. Thank you, Denise. So, guys, we are talking about preparing for summer. It's our first summer holiday coming up next weekend. Cannot believe it. And so we're just talking about different tools or products that we use, whether it's for your hair, your face, or your skin. I highly recommend, if you're not using a foundation or a primer that has sunscreen in it, this is the perfect time to start experimenting. There is a product for everyone, literally everyone. And the makeup companies have gotten so good. So, oh, I love, she says, this floor, Georgia's sun, no joke. Once it gets hot, it's all the way hot till September. And she keeps it braided up during the summer months. I know, girl, because we want to do a lot of stuff. And usually that does not include spending hours doing our hair, only to walk outside into the humidity and all for naught, all for naught. So I totally understand. It's been a minute since I've had braids, but I am not against getting a good braid protective style, especially now that they've gotten so much better with all the colors. Because y'all see my hair is so white, especially in the front. So even a salt and pepper blend just looks crazy in the front of my hair. But anyway, that's what we're talking about. Good morning, Sister Girl Chronicles. How you doing? Raging 3123. Good morning, you guys. We are, well, first of all, thank you for joining me on Coffee with Angel. I was away last weekend at a conference. I thought I was going to be able to hop on, but they had those meetings back to back to back to back. And I needed to get my good seat in between meetings because I saw Misty Copeland. She was our keynote speaker for the Friday wrap-up event, and she was amazing. I did not realize she had produced a movie, so I've added that to my summer watch list. It's called Flower, I think. Let's see, I put it in my notes because I didn't want to forget, but she was really amazing. The conference, Women's Presidents Organization, I was invited by a mentor. I'm not a member yet, but I definitely want to join. But several of my mentors who are women entrepreneurs have been telling me about this organization and invited me to attend. And I am so happy I did. I mean, the energy, the support, there is something about an all women's event. Like if you've never been to like a women's retreat or women's conference, like the energy is just different. And if you've ever been to an all women's event, regardless of what the topic is or the common bond that brings you, there is just an energy that happens in sisterhood. And that's what that weekend was about. And I was just so grateful to be there. And I'm already looking forward to next year's conference, which is going to be in Miami. So if you're an entrepreneur, if you've never heard of the Women's Presidents Organization, Google it. Go to LinkedIn and read all of the comments that all of the attendees have, like myself, have been posting since we got back home. And you will think to yourself, this might be an organization I should look into. You should. You definitely should. That wasn't on the topic for today, but I just wanted to drop that. So you guys, I am going to be in Atlanta again. I'm going to be in Atlanta tomorrow. So if you're just hopping on, thank you for joining me for Coffee with Angel. I often forget to introduce myself, which of course I did today, because oftentimes I just hop into talking. And I'm Angel, the founder of Maison 276 and creator of the Maison 276 three-step system for silver, gray, and blonde hair. It's a healthy way to brighten and restore the natural brilliance of your hair without the use of purple dyes. It does not contain any purple dye. I already said that. Not only does it not contain purple dyes, but it's also formulated for mature hair, because you guys know our hair is just like our skin. It changes as we mature. And even though you might not get as much silver as I have, you still need products that address those naturally occurring changes that take place in our hair. So if you are coloring your silver, I'm not the silver police, sis. Do you? I want you to be happy, but you can still use the shampoo and the conditioner. We just launched a few months ago nationwide in Walmart. So hop on over to the Maison 276 website page, go to our store locator, and you can put your zip code in and find the closest Walmart nearest you. So if you're in the Atlanta area, you want to join us tomorrow, hit me up. We have a few seats remaining. I'm going to drop my email in the in the chat. And I would be so excited to see you. S. Malone's going to be there. There we go. There it is. Oh, Carolyn said, oh, Vivian, the energy is like no other. Yes, yes. I was talking about any all women's event. It's unmatched. It's unmatched. It is it's unmatched. So true story at the event, like most events, with a party. And so because it was Texas, they had this a really amazing they sung all kind. I take that back. They were not a country western band because they sung all genres. But anyway, the attire was western. And so, just like imagine 800 women just partying hard. Like, I think there were, excluding like the people in the band, maybe 4 or 5, maybe 5 men in there, maybe. And some of them were, and those were like corporate people who were sponsors of the event. And it was so funny. Someone was saying they saw some other men who just happened to be in the hotel, right? Because it's a resort, golf, whatever. And they walked by the room and they were like, what is going on in there? And they went in like, they must have thought they had stumbled onto heaven, a room full of amazing women having a good time, high energy. We had so much fun, so much fun. So yes, women's events are like none other. So Carolyn saying for the summer, she has a low, she said she's had a low fade for several years. It's all white, but you're still protected in the summer. Oh, you have to, because you'll mess around, Carolyn, and look in the mirror and your hair will be yellow. So you got to protect that hair in the summer. You've got to use a clarifying product that does not add color. We already know that's the Maison 276 system, but you also, you want to put some conditioner on it. Like I said, if I'm going to be at the pool, hot tub, jacuzzi, beach, whatever, if I'm going to get in water, I'm going to, before I go out, just like I put sunscreen on my body, I will take some Restore conditioner and just put that on the surface of my hair and the ends as a way to protect my hair against the chlorine or whatever might be in the pool or in the beach water. Because yeah, absolutely. Okay, guys. Well, that wraps it up. I always love just chit-chatting with y'all. This does not feel like work to me. This just feels like fun because it is. So thank you guys so much for joining me on another Coffee with Angel. Oh, this was not on the topic, but since we're talking about summer, I uploaded, was it earlier this week? I think so, a vlog on how to create how to update your summer spring wardrobe on a budget. I did a Walmart haul. There's not a single piece that is over $30. And when I tell you, I don't know if they got new buyers, new designers, but when I tell you the clothes are amazing, the quality is great, the size range is extremely inclusive. Yeah, y'all. So check out that Walmart haul vlog one of the items that I featured is already sold out already. So what I did was found some alternatives, and it's a blouse that are very very similar to the sold out product. But you guys go take a look at that vlog that I think I posted it Monday or Tuesday. I can't remember, but it's essentially a Walmart haul, and it's my most recent vlog. So check that out. I think you're good. Oh, thank you, Vivian. If you saw it, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Girl, aren't I mean, just beautiful quality, comfortable, just perfect, perfect for summer. There are a couple of eyelet pieces. I love eyelet. Like it is my favorite. Again, going off on a tangent, but eyelet is my favorite fabric to wear in the summer. If you think that you are too mature, or like if you think eyelet is only for children, no, ma'am. I can't wear enough eyelet in the summer. It's all about the design and the fit, but eyelet is my go-to. Oh yeah, see, that's Malone said Walmart ain't playing in the fashion department. I'm telling y'all, I'm telling you. And the jeans, the Sofia Vergara, the Sofia Vergara jeans, I am not kidding, y'all, are the best, some of the best jeans I've ever had in my life. Like they don't need any altering. That woman understands women's bodies. We have curves, we have butts. Those are one of the few pair of jeans that I've bought that fit in the butt and the waist is not too big, because that's always our challenge, right? You can get them to fit the thighs and the butt, but then you're going to have the waist altered. Not those Sofia Vergara jeans. And the white, I have the light blue. They did come in other colors, but again, they sold out. And I check every week, y'all, to see if they bring those jeans back in white. That's how good they are. The Sofia Vergara brand, yes. The Scoop brand, that's another brand that Walmart carries. And then Free, I think it's their brand. I'm not saying they carry. And then Free Assembly. Those three in Walmart, can't miss. Can't miss. Oh, okay. Apari said she looked at it. Her favorite was the eyelid dress. I know the orange. Vivian, yes, that orange girl. Look, orange. I just started wearing orange a few years ago. It was one of those things that I just thought, ooh, it's too something. That orange looks good. It really brings out your skin tone. So, orange, I apologize for all the bad things I said and relegated you to Halloween. I got orange in the closet now, y'all. Carrie, the short set. Yes, Carrie, those little rhinestones and the shorts that I've worn that top with. I have this blue satin skirt set that I did a couple of vlogs ago from the Caldwell collection. I've worn that Walmart blue and white top with that blue satin skirt. I've worn it with white jeans that you saw in the vlog. And I'm gonna wear it with that knit skirt that you saw. I mean, like you can do all the things. And the thing I love about the short set is that it's sold as separates. So I got a small top, but I got a medium bottom because I wanted it to be a little bit longer. So yes, it's gorgeous. I'm telling you, y'all don't sleep on Walmart. Sister Girl Chronicles, orange is your color. Sis, I am late to orange, but I'm glad I found her. I'm glad, I'm glad. And that orange eyelet, ooh, yes, I love it. With my white Converse tennis and a white baseball cap or a ponytail. So anyway, if you haven't checked out the Walmart clothes, y'all look at them. And I need to, I'm gonna need to refrain myself because I'll be having more clothes than I have places to wear them. But I love everything that I found. So y'all thoughts and prayers for when I'm going to all the Walmarts tomorrow in Atlanta, that I do go in there focused and I don't come out with a bunch of clothes. So y'all keep me in your thoughts and prayers. Okay, guys, that's it for today. Thank you guys so much. For those of you who are joining me tomorrow in Atlanta for Coffee with Angel, I am so excited to meet you. Can't wait to see you. And remember, if you're just hopping on late, all of the Coffee with Angels are uploaded to YouTube afterwards, so you can catch up on all the conversation. Oh, thank you, Carolyn. I appreciate it. I appreciate it so much. You guys thank you, Apari. Thank you so much. You guys have a great weekend, and I'll see you next weekend. I know it's Memorial Day weekend, but I'm still hopping on next Friday. And I'll see you guys. Take care. I'll see you next time on Coffee with Angel. Bye.